All right, guys. Boy, it's been a minute since my last video. A lot of people have been asking kind of what's been up, but I've just been super busy with a lot of things in life here, so this stuff had to take a little bit of the back seat, but today I finally have time to get out and do a little shooting. So today it's not necessarily anything new, but just something that I get. Actually, it's probably the most watched video I have is on these Tippmann M-4 22s. So I did an original comparison with this and the MP15 22, and then I did a video standing alone with just these guys. So this seems to get a lot of attention, and I kind of want to give you my I guess my breakdown of where I'm at, and I don't know exactly the round count. Honestly, I usually don't believe people that post the exact round count they have through firearms, because that seems irrational to be keeping track of that. But anyway, I would guess I'm somewhere around 7,000 rounds through this guy. My flat dark earth model, not so much. That one I've gotten in the past year and a half or so. This one I got about 5 years ago. So this one I used for a lot of small game, just a lot of plinking. So I'll do a little shooting with it, and then I'm going to kind of break down you know, what I like, certain issues I've had, and it has not been flawless always, so I'm going to kind of tell you guys what to expect there. So let's do a little bit of shooting, and I'll talk to you after. All right, so I'm at like 30 yards ish, give or take, whatever, but today I am running this suppress. This is the Banish 223 suppressor. So I run this on pretty much anything I shoot now, because I do have neighbors, so I try to kind of tone them down a little bit. So if any of you guys are wondering, this is from Silencer Central out there in South Dakota. So I'm running some CCI Stingers, which I pretty much always do, just because of the fact I hunt with them. They seem to work the best. So all right, let's do some shooting. All right, I'm going to give you a hair bit of an accuracy test. I'm going to go back like 80 yards-ish, give or take. I have a magnifier on there, but you'll get the idea. So I'm going to sacrifice this old tin of chew. I know it's not real chew for all you hard asses out there, but you'll get the gist. So go back about 80 yards. I'll put the camera nice and close so you can see it, and see what we can do. Honestly, I'm not sure, so don't judge me. All right, don't know if I hit that. Don't judge my heavy breathing, because I'm out of shape. Yeah, a hair high, but you get the gist. That's about 80 yards with a 3-time. Let me see. Let me zoom out. Yeah, right in the 6 milligram, right in the sweet spot there. So, moderate accurate. I was leaning on a tree. I didn't have a bench rest. I'm gonna stop this. Sound like Darth Vader out here. Let's get to the breakdown. All right, that's a little bit of shooting for you. Also, if Rogue Nicotine is watching, which I'd assume they do, if you want to shoot me a sponsorship, I'm more than willing. I'm a firm believer in your guys' product. Anyway, let's get back to this. So I just kind of wanted to go over like some of the issues I've had, some of the things I really like, which I went over when I first did the review. So let's just kind of go over the few minor issues I've had. And I don't remember if I said this before, since the video was a little while ago. I should have rewatched it, did my homework. Anyway, so when I first got this rifle, the black one here, when I was shooting, it wouldn't cycle correctly. So I took it apart, took the bolt out, and I noticed that there was a lot of wear marks on the inside of the upper, like the bolt was catching. So I called Tippmann. They took the gun back right away. That's one thing I want to say right away. They're super good with customer service, so you really don't have to worry about that. And keep in mind, guys, this is not a plug for Tippmann. I've actually reached out to them to see if I can get any support with some new products for reviews, and they have not returned my calls or messages, just like everybody else. So I'm not paid to say anything here. So they took it back, and then actually the bolt in this rifle, when I first got it, was their first generation bolt. So they ended up putting their second gen in, which is nickel plated, which a lot of AR platforms have nowadays anyway. It's a lot smoother functioning. They sent that back, and I had no problems after that. So it's ran great ever since. I want to go over a couple other things. Obviously, everybody that watches this knows rimfire is really, really dirty round. So I do have to take it apart and clean it a lot, but it's nice because you can take everything out, kind of unlike some of the HK or whatever, where it's not really, you can't really take all the internals out. This one, it's the same as an AR. So you take this tension pin out. If I can get it out. This is not a tutorial on how to do this. I just want to kind of show you really quick. And then you pull the charging handle out along with the bolt. Just the same. So they're really, really easy. That being said, I do have to clean it a lot. I notice, like, if I go small game hunting and I put like 500 ounce shoot or so, it starts to get pretty gummed up, but it still functions. It seems like it has loose enough tolerances to where it kind of fires most of the time, other than some light primer strikes or just faulty ammo, which is common with 22. So that's one thing that I had a problem with. Another that you'll notice, this gun, like I said, has a lot of rounds through it. So on the inside, on the upper, you'll see a lot of kind of pitting, where some of the brass is hit and this and that. It doesn't affect function or anything. It's just something that you guys will probably notice. So those are kind of the second thing isn't even an issue, but those are the only things I've had that have been not perfect on this rifle. Now, my flat dark earth, I actually have problems with my extractor right now. I took it out, and it's almost like it's rounded, so I filed it gently, but it doesn't seem to help, so I'm going to actually send that one back because I don't want to do anything to alter it or do anything wrong. So, but this one here has functioned flawlessly. It eats up any ammo. And I think just the biggest pro of these things, yeah, they're not super cheap, but I really do think you get what you pay for. I mean, firearms nowadays are just outrageously priced. All you guys know that. But this guy I've had for so long, and I use it so often, and it's such a good cross between, the 5.56 and, having the exact same controls, very similar feel, just shooting 22. So a lot cheaper, a little quieter, things like that. So if you guys want to see any more videos with these, let me know. I just wanted to get this out there. Just due to my first video, I had a lot of feedback. And again, sorry about the delay. You know how it is. Life gets crazy, and this is definitely not a job of mine. It's just kind of a hobby. That being said, we're getting awfully close to 2,000 subscribers, which is weird. I know it's slowed down a lot just due to the fact I haven't been uploading. And I haven't really purchased any new firearms lately. Kind of some other things in life that I have to prioritize over that. So I appreciate the support. As always, leave it in the comments if there's anything you want to see. I try to get back to everybody in the comments. Sometimes people leave some comments that are, I think, just baiting me in for an argument, so I may not reply to those, but you know how people are. So don't be surprised if you leave something like that if I don't say anything or you get a smart-ass answer. That being said, I really appreciate it. Till next time.